Welcome to the worst picks. Do we have a name? Is it worst picks in the world? Is it worst picks ever? Welcome to the worst picks of the week with Kevin Clark. I'm Kevin Clark. We helped you lose money last week. All three teams obviously lost. Two of them would have lost you money against the spread. So we have a fresh batch. Tell you what, I told him to go heavy on the half and half, and I'll be damned if he didn't do it. There's no way John Gruden starts 0-3. No way. No way. Oakland +3, worst pick in the world. If only the Raiders had a good player who could maybe rush the passer. Through 2 games, both Khalil Mack and the entire Raiders defense have 2 sacks. Khalil Mack has 2 forced fumbles, the Raiders has 1. They had the same amount of interceptions. Khalil Mack has the edge in fumbles recovered and defensive touchdowns. At this point, it's a bit that John Gruden keeps going, I can't figure out the pass rush. I think you had it and you traded it. Ravens favored by 5.5 of the Denver Broncos. We're picking a favorite for the first time. This show is not just about bombing on the worst teams in the league. I want to look at the matchups very quickly. The Ravens are allegedly good because they destroyed the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have allowed a touchdown on 40% of their opponent's possessions, the highest rate in the league. So then they play a Thursday night game. The Ravens are the Thursday night of NFL teams. They lost. And then the Broncos. They've played the Seahawks and the Raiders. The Seahawks offense is not a functioning NFL offense. The Raiders are not a functioning team. For this matchup, I don't think we know anything about these two teams. So the idea that the Ravens are 5.5 points better than the Broncos, I'm not so sure about that. Vegas is making the Bills more and more appealing. This week, they're 16.5-point underdogs, the Minnesota Vikings, and you just can't hit. Just kidding! Bills 16.5. It's a worst pick. They had a player retire at halftime. If they make it through Sunday's game with 53 players, it's an upgrade.
Do you think he's going to give a halftime speech?
Guys, I know it's halftime. We have 15 minutes. Don't retire. Yeah.
Bring it in here! Yeah.
Okay, here to make some of the worst picks in the world, it's Amanda Dobbins.
Woo! Here we go. I'm used to people doing that for me.
She's here to make some casting decisions. It seems like there's going to be a new Superman. The odds: Colin O'Donoghue 3-1, Michael B. Jordan 3-1, Armie Hammer 10-1, Channing Tatum 10-1, Cillian Murphy 10-1, Donald Glover 10-1.
I kind of think these are all pretty bad picks. I mean, Cillian Murphy is just not going to be Superman. Can you really take a villain from another franchise and then make them the most earnest of Supermans? No one's buying that.
The worst pick in the world on Superman,
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy 10-1. I printed out the James Bond betting odds and it's 5 pages. Let's look at some of the top people. Tom Hardy, 7-4 favorite. Henry Cavill, 5-1. Idris Elba, 5-1. Tom Hiddleston, 7-1. Cillian Murphy, get Cillian Murphy out of these odds. Who is the absolute worst pick? Not gonna get it.
It's Tom Hiddleston for sure.
Why?
Because he just got signed up to do a whole Marvel series. The worst pick for James Bond, Tom Hiddleston. I can't wait for this to be a screenshot of my face when I'm wrong and he becomes James Bond. Am I here for this?
Yeah, you're here for
Oh,
this.
exciting.
Oakland +3, bad pick. Ravens, favored by 5.5, too much, bad pick. Bills, 16.5, couldn't talk me out of this. Cillian Murphy is Superman, get this out of my face. Tom Hiddleston, 7-1 to be Bond. Come on, Tom. That's it, those are the worst picks.